Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Ocean City for more USL League 2 action as the Ocean City Noreasters are set to take on Reading United AC in a long-time rivalry match in this USL League 2 Mid-Atlantic Division clash. I'm Mike Frankel along with our BFA sports team. Once again, pleased to bring you live action from Noreasters home games all throughout the season. A little bit of news since the last time we were on the air. The Noreasters have wrapped up a third straight division championship, and they will be officially heading to the playoffs. The Noreasters come into this one with a mark of 9-1-0. Reading United AC still fighting for that second potential playoff spot in the Mid-Atlantic Division, as Reading comes in with a mark of 4-3-2. As we mentioned, a long rivalry between these teams dating back to 1997. This is the 59th meeting all time between the teams. Ocean City with the slight edge all time, 25, 22, and 11. But OC dominant in recent years. In the last 9 meetings, the Noreasters, 5 wins, no losses, and 4 ties. So again, long-time rivalry, pretty even over the course of it, but the Noreasters getting the better of Reading United over the last few seasons. Starting lineups being introduced at midfield right now. Reading United will be in their road white kits with red trim. And, of course, Ocean City in their home blue kits, dark blue jerseys, light blue shorts, and white socks. Also, since we last were on the air at home, Ocean City winning on the road and sweeping the season series over Philadelphia Lone Star. 4-0 victory on Wednesday night. That's 3 wins in 3 games against their counterparts from Philadelphia. Augustine Wretch, 2 goals in that one. The defender leads the team with 5 so far this season, and he is back in the starting 11 for Ocean City once again here tonight. We'll get that starting 11 to you right now. Head coach Matt Perella, of course. In net tonight, Mark Bonaire. In front of him will be Diego Palma, Hale Lombard, Colin Veltri, Eddie Gordon, Kevin Mejias, Rocco Halfglockner, Augustine Wretch, Arthur VJ, Dylan Avandi, and Kaylin Debbage. That's the starting 11 for Ocean City. Starting 11 for Reading United AC. In net will be Kieran Brown. In front of him, Eamon McLaughlin, Joe McDade, Gianpaolo Nardi, Samuel Hershey, Tim Timchenko, Zach Gardner, Dominic Topolsky, John McDade, Madhu Fay, and Louison Cavalier. Starting 11 for Reading United AC. Again, coming in with a mark of 4-3-2 and battling to try and get that second spot in the USL League 2 Mid-Atlantic Division, which would come with an automatic playoff berth. Ocean City, of course, locking up their playoff trip. The only question will be where the Noreasters will head. It's been no secret the Noreasters put in a bid to try to host first couple rounds of the playoffs, but that is obviously still to be determined in this one. A couple new faces in the lineup for Ocean City here tonight, including a couple names that we've seen a little bit so far this season and some newcomers as well. We'll talk more about that after the national anthem.
By Olivia Courier, Villanova University.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets round the land above the bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still
Thank you, Olivia.
So just moments away from the start of this one, Ocean City getting set to take on Reading United AC. Again, Ocean City comes in with a mark of 9 wins, 1 loss. The only loss coming in the last home game for Ocean City. A late winner coming from Westchester United. That last meeting between those two teams. Those two teams will meet again in the final regular season home game for Ocean City. That'll be on next Saturday, in fact, July 13th. So a chance for Ocean City to get a little bit of revenge there as the captains depart midfield. Once again, Arthur VJ wearing the captain's band for the Noreasters. A couple of those newer faces to the starting lineup here tonight. Eddie Gordon, who hails from Nebraska and last played for Union Omaha SC of USL1. He's in the starting 11 for head coach Matt Perella. Another new face, Dylan Avandi, who's a Kane University grad, originally from South Carolina. And then more mainstays in the starting lineup, including Wretch and VJ and Kaylin Debbage, who's played out of the back all season long. Debbage hailing from Australia and plays at Spring Arbor University in Michigan. VJ, a native of France, who plays at Florida Atlantic. Wretch, a national from Argentina, who plays at Seton Hall. A couple more new faces as Rocco Haufglockner is in the starting 11, hails from Germany and plays at Temple. Kevin Mejias, another guy, is new to the 11 tonight, who hails from Italy and plays at Bradley. Colin Veltri, of course, one of the local guys on this team for Ocean City. Oakcrest High School grad, Mays Landing native, who plays at Elon. Hale Lombard, who plays at Lafayette and hails from Florida. Diego Palma has seen time this season, who is from Chile and plays at Indiana Wesleyan. And then, of course, Mark Bonaire, splitting time in net this summer in Ocean City. The Virginia native plays collegiately at West Virginia University. So that's the starting 11. A little bit more information on those players for Ocean City. And again, Ocean City right now sort of in playoff tune-up mode. And, of course, trying to better their mark and trying to reach double digits in the win column. A win tonight would do just that. So it's tonight. It's one more home game after this, as we talked about, next Saturday. And then it's playoff time in USL League 2 for Ocean City. Reading, of course, trying to battle for a playoff spot and trying to pull off the upset and get 3 points on the road here tonight. Just about set for this one. A warm night in Ocean City, but it's clear. Noreasters will be moving left to right on your screen in this first half, attacking toward the beach and boardwalk end of Carey Stadium. And Reading United will be heading right to left, attacking toward the Ocean City High School end of the stadium. And we are underway here in Ocean City. Debbage with an early touch out along the left touchline. Back to Bonaire. Some high pressure early on here from Reading. Again, you would expect Reading to try to force the issue a little bit here tonight, as 1 point certainly would not be enough as they try to make a push toward a playoff spot. Long ball finds the foot there of Samuel Hershey. Through ball, it's offside as the ball ends up wide anyway. But Fay just a step or two offside as the flag was up on the far side of the field, and will go the other way for Ocean City. Big thanks to all of our sponsors once again this summer, including Josie Kelly's Public House in Summers Point. Watching the game over there right now. Appreciate the support from our friends at Josie Kelly's. Stop in before, during, or after the game for some great food and drink. That's Josie Kelly's over in Summers Point. Bonaire comes up to handle this one himself as he pushes his teammates forward. Chips it forward, floating, headed up into the air. Off of the head there of Cavalier. And last touch there by Ocean City. It'll be a throw-in for Reading. Second meeting between these teams this season. Ocean City with a 3-0 win on the road back on June 8th. Goals in that game coming from Wretch, Andrew Kitch, who's available off the bench tonight, as well as Theo Da Silva, who's also available off the bench here tonight. Pressure there from Ocean City, as that's Eddie Gordon hustling, trying to speed Reading up a little bit. And it works as Palma takes over for a moment in the midfield. Now he's dispossessed. Ocean City wins it right back. It's Veltri on the ball. And Lombard seemed to be in an offside position, so he let it go. And then Debbage couldn't get there in time. Tonight's game also brought to you by Tom's River Auto Group. Just a short drive up the parkway, along with Orozco Orthopedics. Debbage looking for some options to throw this one in. Headed back the other way by Reading. Bouncing ball off the turf here. Wretch knocks it forward. Ocean City brings it down to the turf. Ivandi gets a touch, and he plays it out wide to Haufglockner. A few Noreasters pulled back to their college programs this week, which is a reason for some new faces in the lineup. Another reason would be, obviously, Noreasters' comfortable position right now, having clinched the division in that playoff spot. So, a chance for some other guys to see some action. Timchenko wearing the captain's band tonight for Reading United. Got a touch there in the midfield. 4 minutes in, no score early on here between Ocean City and Reading. Reading tries to switch fields here. Topolsky heads it forward, and no one making a run there, so that's no problem for Bonaire.
Open for lunch and dinner Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. and serving brunch Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. Live music every night.
Bondi back to Bonaire. Bondi, big ball up the field. Looking for Mejias, able to bring it down. Mejias touches it forward. Gordon trying to get around the corner there, loses his footing. And Reading able to clear it. Counter could be on here. This is Hershey turning in the midfield, plays it forward. Fay. Wretch in position defensively. Fay with the lofting ball. Probably designed as a cross, but didn't get all the way around it, and it sails out for a goal kick. Another great crowd under our broadcast position here tonight. Crowds have been outstanding for the Noreasters this summer. And fans continuing to fill in here on a warm but comfortable night in Ocean City. Again, Bonaire pushing everyone forward here to take this goal kick. Booms that one well across midfield. Lombard came over to challenge for it. Still in the air. Palma able to bring it down. And then finds Debbage. Debbage with some space, plays it out wide to the left. VJ got there in time, kept it in. Reading takes over in the midfield, and Reading unable to get to that ball in time as it rolls out, so it'll be a throw in for Ocean City. Tonight's game also brought to you by Metro Commercial, an industry leader in national full-service retail, real estate, brokerage, and advisory services. For 35 years, the company has been guiding retailers and property owners toward data-driven, retail-related real estate solutions. That's Metro Commercial. Throw in here from Reading, headed straight up into the air, actually out. Much of this game being played in the air so far. Headed forward that time by Halfglockner, and then back the other way. Nice job shielding that ball that time by Rocco Halfglockner. Again, native of Germany. Plays collegiately at Temple in Philadelphia. Lombard tried to spin that one. Ball is knocked down Mejias. Looking for Veltri, a little bit too much pace on that. Bounces over his head. DJ takes a touch off the chest, and then he's shielded. So a throw in right near midfield for Reading United. Some seagulls circling the area. Some fans have some food below us here. Challenge one there, and then one back by Ocean City. Nardi with some space in the midfield. He'll play it wide. This is Joe McDade. And then back to Timchenko. 8 minutes gone by, no score between Ocean City and Reading.
Universal Supply, founded with integrity and built on relationships, putting people first.
Timchenko chips one forward, headed back the other way by Ivandi. Reading back on the ball, though. Low shot blocked, and then cleared by Palma. Sent toward the 18. Palma with a header the other way, and then headed back. Bouncing ball. Wretch over to handle it. Two players in the area. Wretch knocks it off a Reading player and out. It'll be a throw in that deep corner area for Ocean City. Another throw in here for Halfglockner. Goes short this time to DJ. And he sends it wide, maybe a little too wide. Let's see. And it is. It sails into touch there. Debage hustling over. Couldn't get there in time. Throw in near the edge of the 18. Reading looking for a lane here. Bringing it back out is Nardi. Still in possession. And he's knocked down from behind, and that'll draw a whistle. So it'll be a free kick for Reading from a considerable distance here. About 45 yards out. But a chance to possibly send this one into the box and find someone's head. Eamon McLaughlin standing over it. He does chip it. Knocked away for the moment. Veltri giving chase. And he wins a throw in for Ocean City.
Ocean City Noreasters Soccer, brought to you in part by Margaret Supply and SRS Distribution. SRS Distribution is the fastest growing distributor of building products in the United States. Today, serving the
Gardner able to bring it down, shoots. Save made that time by Bonaire. So Bonaire called into action early there. Seemed to handle it comfortably. But Gardner with a little bit of space, he takes advantage of it for Reading. Debage back to Wretch. Again, Augustine Wretch coming off a 2-goal performance on the road at Philadelphia Lone Star on Wednesday night. He leads the team, in fact. Rare for a fullback to have the team leading goals. Taking over for Josh Jones, another defender for Ocean City. Palma. And that whistle will actually go against him. And quickly we go the other way. Ball played out wide to Hershey. This is Samuel Hershey. Into the box. Tries to cut it back, and then good defending that time from Mejias, working back from his midfield position. 12 minutes gone by, still no score early on here in Ocean City.
Ocean City Noreasters soccer brought to you in part by Noreasters Orthopedics. Live limitless with Noreasters Orthopedics, robotic hip and knee replacement with personalized care.
Gardner comes back to get a touch in the midfield. Over to Fay. That's flicked away by Avandi. Be a throw in for Reading. Palma lays it out to Mejias, cuts it back. Now he's back on the ball. Here's Kevin Mejias. Looking for options. He'll play it back for now to Half Glockner. Ivandi now out to Half Glockner. And Noreasters looking for options out of the back. They try to go over the top that time. Nobody home. Gardner plays it out wide. This is Topolsky with some space. Back on his right foot. Curls it in. Headed away by Debbage. Player got there and just wide that time. As a trailing player for Reading that time, I believe it was McLaughlin, came in and got a decent boot on that. But in the end, a little bit wide. Ivandi, that ball is slicing out. Be a throw in here for Reading. Back to Timchenko. Cavalier looking for options forward. Pressured by Lombard from behind. Fay pokes it forward to Gardner. Reading trying to find something there in the box. Good idea, but no one making that run from the right side. Bonaire gets to it comfortably. Mejias with a touch now right in front of the Ocean City bench. A little give and go. Never got back to him, though. Reading goes back to Kieran Brown. Brown with the big boot forward. And Fay pushed off in the back that time of Debbage, so we'll go the other way. Retch chips one over the top. Mejias on the back end of it. Couldn't get a lot on that shot on the volley. And it bounced just a couple of feet wide as Kieran Brown was there. Had it been on frame. Offside flag stayed down, though. And now Reading looks to build out of the back. Again, these two teams in different positions coming into this game. Ocean City with the third straight division title already locked up. Reading running out of time, really needing 3 points from this one as they fight for that second spot in the Mid-Atlantic Division.
Fans balls for the volleyball drop are on sale now at the merchandise stand behind the bleachers or with Roulette who will be walking through the stands. Each volleyball is only $1.
John McDade plays it wide. Here's Cavalier trying to go over the top. Flicked on and wide. So Reading getting the better of the possession so far here tonight. And the visitors have been close a couple times now, as the Noreasters have to shore up some defending here. Tonight's game also brought to you by Shriver's Saltwater Taffy and Fudge, located 9th in the Boardwalk here in Ocean City.
Ocean City Noreasters soccer brought to you in part by Certainty. Certainty, North America's leading brand of sustainable building products.
Bonaire to take this goal kick once more, as we're 17 minutes in now with no score. This ball floats toward midfield, headed back the other way by Topolsky, and then sent high into the air by the Noreasters. Brought down by Reading. Retch heads it down. He wanted a call, and he gets it as he was pushed from behind as he rose for that one. Fay drawing the whistle once more. Ocean City goes quickly. Here's Halfglockner. Again, looking for options. Plays it back to Palma. Retch looking for a teammate out wide, but bounces onto the turf on the far side of the stadium. As the sun starts to peek out for the first time in a while. A little bit overcast to start this one tonight. Things getting a little bit brighter out there. And that whistle will go against Reading, as Ivandi is able to draw the foul. Mejias back to Ivandi. Here's Devich. Poked away from Veltri from behind. Reading takes over. And then Retch wins the challenge to get it back for his squad. Augustine Retch moving forward now from his fullback position. Sends it across. Mejias giving chase. Couple of Reading players there. Mejias gets to it in the corner. Trying to maybe work a corner kick here. Instead, he cuts it back to the left foot and ultimately will get that corner kick. So first corner kick of the night. Set piece opportunity here for the Noreasters. We'll see who takes it. Debbage has taken a number of these so far this season. And it looks like the lefty is heading over to the corner flag to take this one. So it'll be Kalen Debbage to swing this one in with the left foot. Ocean City has some big bodies in the box, including Retch, of course, and Lombard. VJ in there as well. We'll get a whistle first. Some players jockey for position right near that penalty spot. Ivandi with two hands in the air. So now we're ready to go. Debbage sends it across, low, and it's cleared by Reading. Palma sends it back up high into the air near the edge of the box. And again, it's headed away. It'll be a throw in for Ocean City. Debbage stays on this right side to take it. And he launches one into the box. Again, headed down by Reading and then cleared. Chance for maybe a counter here. Hershey does well to hold up play and draws the foul. So Samuel Hershey, quickly we're back underway now. Now a through ball is played to Fay. Fay looking for a teammate in the box. And the offside flag was up. Took the referee a couple of moments to see it. But right off of that quick restart after the foul, I believe Fay was in an offside position. So that ball will come all the way back out. 21 minutes gone by. Again, no score here between Ocean City and Reading United. Rivalry that dates back to 1997, 59th meeting all time. Ocean City leads the series. 25 wins, 22 losses, 11 ties all time. Halfglockner to take this throw in from in front of the Reading bench. Lombard with the header. Too much on that one. Mejias went over his head, so throw in the other way for Reading. Gordon got ahead on that. Wretch knocks it forward. Reading back in possession, though. Looking for Fay, lays it off. And now some space in the midfield here for Gardner. Gardner out wide. And then knocked away by Debbage. Here's Veltri on the run. Veltri trying to go one-on-one, finds a teammate. VJ, heavy touch, had it taken away. Here's Joe McDade. Reading knocks it around the back. Now looks forward. McDade switches fields that time. Nice pass there to Gardner. But again, it's Wretch defensively for Ocean City. VJ finds Lombard. Turns. Looking for Mejias out wide. Just a tick slow there as Reading gets back on the ball. Here's Nardi. And Topolsky. Ivandi there with the header. Debbage finds the feet of Wretch. And the Noreasters just clear it for now. Battle in the air once more. Veltri got to it. Lombard couldn't quite get on the end of the pass, though. And again, Reading United slowing things down, but in possession trying to build out of the back here from their defensive third. Into the midfield now. Here's Topolsky looking for some options. Plays it back. Noreasters content to play this way, at least for now. Not exactly pressing the issue up top. Some token pressure from Lombard and Gordon up there. Long ball ahead this time. Diagonal ball, Debbage on the end of it, and he heads it out. Reading linking passes here. Forwards and then back. Timchenko on the ball. They go right side. Floating ball into the box. Bonaire comes out and snares it. Mark Bonaire has had some work to do here in this first 25 minutes plus. Debbage. Again, looking for Mejias. This ball does get there. Maybe a one-on-one opportunity here. Mejias cuts it back. And then coming back to take it away that time was Topolsky. He'll play it back to his keeper, Brown. Sent forward by Cavalier. Another high ball off the foot of Wretch. Headed forward. This is Gordon trying to turn in the midfield. Instead, he'll play it back to his keeper. Bonaire has to use the feet here. Serves one out to the right. Doesn't get to Mejias. And then Gordon wins it in the midfield. Gordon looking wide. He finds Mejias. Back to Gordon, those two. Back and forth. Palma now. Ocean City with some numbers forward. And that pass goes right under the foot of Veltri there. So an unforced error will give possession and a throw in back to Reading. Noreasters take over possession. That ball went off the back of Halfglockner. This is Mejias. VJ. Hofbachner ventures forward. Finds Mejias. And again, possession right back to Reading. Big throwing up the sideline, headed the other way by Gordon. Debbage had that one skip off his foot, was able to recover and plays it back to Bonaire. Ivandi back into the middle. Perella urging his team to move forward now, and Ivandi tries a diagonal pass. No one home on the back end. Brown has the ball at his foot. Finds Topolsky, and Topolsky can't keep it. It'll be a throw-in near midfield for Ocean City as we pass the 28-minute mark. So just under a half hour gone by here, scoreless between Ocean City and Reading. Second meeting of the season between these teams. VJ on the ball. Into the box, low cross. And no one there on the back end. That'll actually go out for a throw-in on the far side of the field. Again, 3-0 victory for Ocean City the first time around back on June 8th. Goals from Wretch, Andrew Kitch, and Theo Da Silva. Kitch and Da Silva, two of the players available off the bench for Ocean City here tonight, along with Moses Cafiro, Andres Latour Vitor, Bryce Meredith, and Jalen Anderson, backup keeper tonight, of course, Nathaniel Sala. Sala and Bonaire splitting time for much of the season. Ball cleared out of the back. Reading keeps possession. Under the foot that time of McLaughlin. Be a throw in for Ocean City. Reading trying to pin Ocean City in here. Bonaire has to use the right foot to knock it out. Veltri takes it off the chest. Well done. Knocks it forward. Again, not the right kind of spin on that one as it just floats back harmlessly to Brown. No real opportunities for Ocean City so far through this first half hour. They did have the one corner kick, but in terms of quality chances, Reading's had a few. Topolsky now moving forward, lays it off. McDade links up with Topolsky. We play on. Mejias looking for Lombard, and that'll draw a whistle as Joe McDade went crashing to the turf here at Carey Stadium. So free kick for Reading United. Again, from some considerable distance here, about 50 yards out. It'll be to the right of Bonaire. Again, a chance to maybe float this one into the box. John McDade standing over the ball. Looks like he'll tee this one up with the left. Curls one. Well placed, but Bonaire is there to grab it. Bonaire, the quick punt, looking for Mejias, has to come back to knock it down, and then it's taken over by Reading. Nardi on the ball. Sliding challenge one, but knocked out of bounds that time by Gordon. Diagonal ball over the top, and that one will carry all the way out for a goal kick. Again, tonight's game brought to you in part by Shriver, Saltwater Taffy and Fudge on the Ocean City Boardwalk, along with Orozco Orthopedics. Live limitless with Orozco Orthopedics, robotic hip and knee replacement with personalized care. That's Orozco Orthopedics. Ball over the top, looking for Halfglockner. Didn't get there. A couple of Noreasters collide in midfield, and VJ is shaken up. And the trainer being called for immediately. Actually lost his boot there, as you could see. Good to see him roll over and at least get to a sitting position. But it'll be a chance for both teams to grab a little water here as they tend to VJ. Again, VJ plays at Florida Atlantic, his second summer here in Ocean City. And he's been a mainstay in the starting 11, oftentimes wearing that captain's band for head coach Matt Perella and the Ocean City Noreasters. So VJ puts the boot back on, help to his feet. And at least looks like at this point he'll be okay, which is obviously a great sign for the Noreasters. All right, so ready to get back underway here. 33 minutes in the books. 12 to go in this first half, plus any additional stoppage time. That's really the first stoppage we've had here tonight. And it lasted all of about a minute. So VJ will have to come off for a moment, and then he'll be motioned back on by the referee. Debbage plays it back to Wretch. Now back to Debbage. Serves one ahead with that left foot. Mejias giving chase. Again, too much pace on that one as Brown comes out to collect it. Light fog starts to roll in off of the beach and boardwalk now, creeping toward the east end of the stadium. Gardner comes back to collect that. Looking for Hershey. Wretch takes over. Plenty of space out wide now for Halfglockner. Glockner roving forward. Vondi switches fields. BJ back on the field, by the way, so 11 on 11 again. And that pass kind of caught Gordon just leaning the wrong way. Wasn't necessarily off the mark, just maybe a fraction of a second early. Gordon couldn't kind of reset the feet and get back to it. So a throw in here for Topolsky. And ripped a shot there off the volley by Gardner. Again, good idea, not on frame. But Bonaire sprawled out just to make sure. Just under 10 minutes to go in this first half, plus stoppage time. 0-0 our score between Ocean City and Reading United. USL2 Mid-Atlantic Division action. Ocean City this previous week, wrapping up its third straight division title. So Ocean City is playoff bound. Palma with the header. Headed back the other way now. Palma tries to bring it down. Instead, it's Nardi. He plays it wide. McLaughlin chips it forward, looking for Fay. Bouncing ball. Fay with the header, but couldn't get anything on it. And Bonaire has it. Halfglockner plays it out wide. This is Mejias. Cuts it back. Halfglockner making a run down the right side. Mejias plays it short. Gordon lost his footing. Gardner on the run. Gardner ahead to Hershey. And again, it's Wretch with the defending as that ball almost sails into the stands. Off the front fence there of the bleachers. Quickly back underway. Cross comes in, headed back the other way, and then headed out of bounds by Mejias.
Ocean City Noreasters soccer brought to you in part by KMR Enterprises. KMR Enterprises here in Ocean City, New Jersey, is your one-stop shop for your metal roofing needs. Serving the Jersey Shore tri-state area since 1995, KMR offers 28
So Reading back in possession. This has really been the story for most of the night. Have to venture a guess, say Reading's had about 2/3 of the possession so far in this first half. No goals, though. Fay couldn't find a teammate. Here's VJ out the other way. Wide to Veltri. Veltri with some pace. Back to VJ. Again, that last touch got away from him. Halfglockner. This is Gordon now looking for some options. He'll go backwards. Ivandi will switch fields. Wretch looking for Halfglockner. And that one about 10 feet or so over his head. It'll be a throw in for Reading. Good look there at Joe McDade getting ready to throw it in. Timchenko switches fields. Stadium lights starting to take over a little bit here. This one's flicked forward. A lot of contact in the midfield. We play on. And then this will be a problem for the Noreasters here as Hershey is taken down. The referee will say just outside the box. And then we come back and a yellow card will be assessed for that hard challenge from Ivandi. So advantage was given. And then a second foul. Second one doesn't draw the caution, but the first one ultimately does. So again, yellow card to Dylan Ivandi. And something to keep an eye on the rest of the way here. Reading has had some free kicks from a considerable ways out. This one, much different story. This will be just outside that semicircle at the top of the 18. So a golden opportunity here for the visitors as we approach the 40-minute mark here in this first half. As you can start to see on our live stream, some fog kind of taking over the stadium right now. Not dense, but it's here. Topolsky talking things over right now. John McDade on the scene as well. So will it be Topolsky or McDade to take this one? Bonaire, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-man wall set up in front of him. Topolsky makes a run, serves it, scores. Topolsky hit it low and buried it to the left of Mark Bonaire. And Reading United has a 1-0 lead. Take another look here. Topolsky really placing it perfectly that time, going the opposite side of the wall and tucking it just inside that post. Bonaire, nothing he could do about that. And the goal comes in the 40th minute. And Reading United leads 1-0. So a goal off the set piece. We mentioned it was in a dangerous spot. And Reading cashes in. So Ocean City will have to play from behind for the rest of the first half, obviously, and coming out of halftime as well. Still some time here in this first half. A little less than 4 to go, plus stoppage time. But Reading feeling good after that one. Ocean City has not had to play from behind very often this season, if at all. The one game Ocean City lost, the goal came late from Westchester. But conceding and falling behind in the first half is not exactly familiar territory for Ocean City, at least this year. Palma plays it out wide. Veltri goes one more. VJ trying to get through a pair of players. Ivandi to Gordon. Halfglockner cuts it in. Now lays it off. Lombard trying to go through that time to Mejias. Never got there. Good defending from Reading. Lombard back on the ball, though. Takes a tumble and draws the whistle. Reading United bench not thrilled with that whistle, as Lombard is a little bit shaken up on the play as well. And we'll see if the trainer is motioned on to check on him. For now, Lombard trying to kind of work out this knock on his own. So it'll be a set piece opportunity here for the Noreasters. Different story. This one's about 35 yards out as Lombard gets back to his feet. So Debbage standing over this one. Some Noreasters lined up right on the 18. Debbage hand in the air, chips it forward, floating toward the back post, headed on, and then out for a corner kick. So that one headed out purposely by a Reading United defender there. As if he didn't get a head on it, then Wretch was potentially there to head it in. So a throw in. Check that, a corner coming from the far side of the field. Looks like that's Debbage over there to handle it again. A little bit of fog rolling in off of the Ocean. And Debbage with that left foot. So this one will potentially swing out away from the goal. Hand in the air. Drives it across. Hits the deck. Wretch with a shot blocked. And then Reading able to clear it off of the foot of Topolsky. Less than a minute to go in the half, plus stoppage time. Again, there haven't been many stoppages, so expect maybe a minute or two. Debbage, ball at his foot, sends it forward again. Wretch heads it forward, knocked down from behind, and the referee says no. So the Noreasters hoping for a PK there. They won't get it. And Brown picks it up. That was Ivandi roaming all the way forward. Definitely some contact there, but not enough, says the referee. So this will take us to the 45, just about. And the fourth official over at the Noreasters bench right now having a conversation. Haven't seen an indication about stoppage time yet. We play on. This fog really starting to take over now as the stadium lights are called into action early in Ocean City tonight. VJ, nifty footwork, and then he's knocked down from behind. This will draw a card. So this card will go against Eamon McLaughlin.
Yellow card issued on Reading United defender number 2, Eamon McLaughlin.
So first yellow card assessed to Reading tonight. So now both teams with a yellow. And maybe one last opportunity for the Noreasters here in this first half. Again, I didn't see an official indication about stoppage time. We wouldn't expect too much. Now the Reading bench asking about stoppage time, and again, still no indication. It'll be Debbage to serve this one forward. Again, this is from about 40 yards out. It'll be to the right of Brown. But a chance to maybe find a header in the box. We'll see. Noreasters looking for an equalizer late in this first half. Debbage drives this one into the box, headed away for the moment, curling toward a corner kick, and it will be a corner kick. So 2 minutes is the indication, but again, we're already at least a minute into stoppage time. I don't know if that means 2 minutes from now or 2 minutes total, but we'll have this corner kick at least from the far side of the field. Debbage again. Plays it back this time to Palma. Palma chips it in, headed away, no problem by Reading. Bouncing ball. And just flicked the other way that time by Nardi. Now back the other direction. Can Ocean City get on it? They draw another foul. Topolsky can't believe it. And the offside flag is up, which the Reading bench is motioning to. So will it be offside first or the foul? Let's see. So it really should be the offside flag if that was up before the action. And now the referee looks over there. Again, shaking up on the play. It looks like that's Wretch. Number 25, there it is. Gets back to his feet. Referee with a conversation now with his linesman on the near side. And the indication is offside. So that's the right call if that flag was up, which indeed it was. Referee didn't see it right away, obviously. And again, 2 minutes was the unofficial gesture that we got. And we're at least 3 minutes into stoppage time. So I'm not sure how much more we have here. Play on for the moment. And there comes the whistle. So first half in favor of Reading as the visitors lead at the break thanks to a set-piece goal from Dominic Topolsky. 1-0 is our score at the half. Ocean City with some work to do in the second half. So we'll step aside for a few moments. Stay with us. Back to bring you second half action as we look at some of the sights from that first half and a conversation ongoing now between Wretch and some of the officials there. So we'll step aside for halftime. Second half action coming up from Ocean City. Back for second half action here in Ocean City. And as you can see, the fog has only gotten worse since we ended the first half here. So visibility, a little bit of an issue now, certainly worse for us than the players on the field, but that fog continues to roll in off of the beach there. And yeah, certainly the higher you go is some nice camera work there. We can no longer even see some of the houses lined up on 5th Street on the other side of the stadium. So we'll obviously do our best to try and describe the action for you, but conditions not ideal from a press box perspective. We can tell you a couple changes we've noticed, at least so far, for Ocean City. Bryce Meredith and Jalen Anderson, a couple of new players on the pitch. And it looks like they replaced Dylan Ivandi. And I'm trying to see who else came off. I know 2 are on. Can only confirm that Ivandi is the one of the players off so far. So we're back underway. If you're joining us late, if you can see it, that's Ocean City in the blue kits. And that's Reading in the white kits. Reading leading 1-0 off of a set-piece goal from Dominic Topolsky in the 41st minute. Veltri with a chance here early in the second half. Colin Veltri stays on the ball, rolls out, shot comes in, deflected that time. Off of the foot of Andres Latour Vitor, who also had checked in. So that's now at least 3 changes for head coach Matt Perella, looking to shake things up here, trailing 1-0 at the break. So it'll be a corner kick. Debbage hustles over to take it. And don't adjust your computers. That's the fog rolling in off of the beach and ocean here in Ocean City. We think that's Debbage out there. Curls in this corner kick toward the back post, headed on frame, and then turned away there. Ocean City then wanted a handball in the box, won't get it. So a point-blank save made by Brown. Keep his team in front. Halfglockner sends it back. Brought down. Veltri back into the middle. This is Latour Vitor. Again, sent across once more. Anderson giving chase in the corner. He won't get there. And it will be a goal kick for Reading. So already, different approach here, different tactic by Ocean City as the Noreasters more aggressive to begin this second half. And an early chance or 2 there as we're less than 2 minutes in to the second half. Brown making a big save in that sequence there. He sends this goal kick across midfield. Pretty easy call that time. Pushed in the back by Meredith. And haven't noticed any changes so far for Reading, but as we spot them, we'll bring them to you. Timchenko sends it left side. Curled into the middle, punched down that time by Bonaire. Had a little more work to do. This is Anderson now with some space along the left side. Anderson cuts it across, lays it off. Noreasters switch fields. Mejias, shot comes in, that low shot. Good idea that time from Ocean City. And not too far off of the mark there. Mejias, another player who is off at the half. So Mejias and Ivandi, 2 of the 3. And it looks like Palma is the 3rd. Just to complete that thought on the changes. So Mejias, Ivandi, Palma off. Latour, Vitor, Meredith, and Anderson on. And that whistle will go against Veltri. As that time it was Hershey hitting the turf hard. And now a player over by the trainer during the stoppage here, trying to get retaped behind the play. It's Cavalier. Looks like he's good to go. Gardner over the ball. Ocean City unbeaten in the last 9 meetings against Reading, but that one in doubt right now. This ball floated toward Bonaire. Really no one there on the back end for Reading, and he collects it no problem. Just hit that one about 5 yards too far. Bonaire motioning players to get forward here. Plays it with his feet. Debbage. Veltri makes a run. Little back heel. Lombard, nice turn there. He's in some traffic. Plays a through ball to Veltri. Will he get there? Ultimately, he's kind of shielded away from it. It'll be a throw in for Reading. Meredith stepping forward. Fay got a touch with the head, maybe shoulder. Noreasters will play it back to Bonaire. 5 minutes going by here in the second half. 1-0 still our score. Veltri making a run again, unable to get home. As Perella is off the bench. Some instructions for his team. Ivandi, of course, coming off at the half. He was the one player on a yellow card. So no longer an issue for anyone out there right now for the Noreasters. Wretch giving chase to this one. Bonaire, well off his line, knocks it up into the air. Headed back the other way. Anderson, he's shielded off that ball. Again, headed down by Reading. Fay trying to gather it. And last touch by Veltri. The fog has seemed to settle, no pun intended. It hasn't gotten any worse in the last 10 minutes or so. Touched out wide to Anderson. He's got some space. Now he cuts it in. Debbage looking for some options. Vitor stepping in. Veltri. Now Anderson. And that'll draw a whistle there as Andres Vitor knocked down from behind. And so it'll be a set piece for Ocean City here from about 35 yards out. For joining us late, the set piece goal from Reading United came just outside the 18 and tucked inside the far post beautifully by Topolsky. This one will probably be some more of a chip into the box. We'll see. Debbage stands over it. Curls it toward that back post. Headed down. Wretch got a head on it. Ultimately, it went off of a Reading player as he was on his way to the turf. And then from there, it was no problem for Brown to collect it. Brown with the punt. Wretch with the head. Possession, though, to Reading. Trying to link up top there with Hershey. Skipped off of his boot. Again, no changes at the break for Reading. 3 changes for the Noreasters. Ocean City already locking up the division title, their 3rd straight. Reading battling for a playoff spot. Reading comes into the night 4-3-2. And one of a couple teams in the mix there for that second playoff spot as this ball is knocked out of the stadium on the far side of the field. So we'll have to go chase it over on 5th Street.
Ocean City Noreasters soccer brought to you in part by Schumacher Lumber. Stop by Schumacher Lumber for all your summer outdoor needs. Beach chairs, deck chairs, track corrals, whoever grills, they are in stock with free local delivery. Check them out at SchumacherLumber.com today.
Gordon on the ball, plays it back to Meredith. Now it's Debbage. A lot of traffic there for that pass. Faye comes up with it. Meredith has to come forward to clean up. Redding back on the ball. Nardi plays it wide. Here's Hershey. Cuts it back across. And Ocean City takes over. Ten minutes going by here in the second half. 1-0, still our score. That was the margin at the break. Anderson a little bit too strong on that pass for Veltri. McLaughlin to throw this one in for the visitors. Meredith couldn't get around that ball, so we'll do it again a little deeper. Andrew Kitch up off the bench for the Noreasters. Certainly has goals in him, receiving some instructions. Long throw in into the box. Skips all the way through to Bonaire. Grabs it. Tries to distribute it out the backside, but no one was home. Joe McDade, first of the ball that time for Reading. Little contact in the midfield. This whistle will go in favor of Ocean City.
Ocean City Noreasters soccer brought to you in part by Great Bay Record and Fitness. Great Bay Record and Fitness.
Kitch plays up top, so you'd have to think he'd likely be coming on for Lombard here. Again, receiving some instructions from Perella, and now he walks to midfield. So we may see that change in the next whistle. That ball is deflected. Weird spin on it. No problem, though, for Brown. He distributes quickly. Headed back the other way. And now back forward. Retch gets to it again with the head. And again, the whistle goes against Reading. And now it looks like we will have that change. Another South Jersey guy, Andrew Kitch, getting set to check in. Kitch plays at the University of North Carolina. Played at Shawnee. And the change is indeed for Lombard. So Kitch on, Lombard off. That's the fourth change so far for Ocean City. Again, nothing really to lose for Ocean City here tonight, but obviously trying to go for it here to find an equalizer, maybe a potential winner. Gordon spins out of trouble. Debbage over to Anderson. Creates some space with the right foot. Veltri sends it across. Too far in front of Kitch. Not a bad idea. Goes out for a throw-in instead of a goal kick. That one curled all the way out in front of that corner flag. With another throw in this time for Ocean City. Last touch by Reading. Halfglockner throws it in. Gets to the end line, tries to turn it. And the linesman will say last touch by OC. So it'll be a goal kick here for Reading United. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Orozco Orthopedics. Live limitless with Orozco Orthopedics, robotic hip and knee replacement with personalized care. That's Orozco Orthopedics. Debbage tries to head it back. Kind of got caught in between. Did well to recover, though, and just clears it. BJ was in the area, but over his head, throw in here for Reading. Ocean City a little more pressure now in Reading's defensive third. Reading able to move it forward here. McLaughlin takes it off the chest. Veltri sends it across the field. Halfglockner under it. Sends it over his shoulder. The area of Kitch. Kitch battling for it. Bounces by him. Reading goes back to Brown.
Ocean City Noreasters soccer brought to you by Gillian's Wonderland Pier. Ocean City Noreasters official community partner, Gillian's Wonderland Pier Amusement.
Brown ball, with the long ball, I should say, forward. Ocean City trying to settle it here. One back by Reading. Of course, Reading would love another insurance goal here. For now, it's Bonaire with the catch. Debbage with space. Likes to play it back. Meredith. Wide now to Halfglockner. Back to Bonaire. More than an hour going by. 30 minutes to go plus stoppage time here in Ocean City. On a foggy but warm night here by the beach.
Ocean City Noreasters soccer brought to you in part by Noreasters Orthopedics. Live limitless with Noreasters Orthopedics.
Long ball played up the side there. Halfglockner gets to it, looking for Kitch. Cleared for the moment by Reading. Reading chips it over the top. Debbage heads it back the other way. Gordon brings it down. Meredith all alone at midfield. Gordon checks back. Now some pressure on him. Latour Vitor gets a touch. Wretch didn't get that one high enough. Right back to him. And he'll play it back to Bonaire. So Ocean City with more possession so far in the second half. Still without a goal to show for it, though. This one headed out on the far side of the field by Topolsky. Quick throw in here. Kitch trying to get there. Able to keep it in. Ball sent across again, just too wide that time. And it will be a throw-in, though, as again, that ball bounced in front of the corner flag on the near side of the field. Be a throw-in to Reading. Tonight's game also brought to you by Metro Commercial, an industry leader in national full-service retail real estate brokerage and advisory services for 35 years. Metro Commercial has been guiding retailers and property owners toward data-driven, retail-related real estate solutions. That's Metro Commercial.
Ocean City Noreasters soccer brought to you in part by
Gordon in the middle now.
LLC.
Kind of in between Veltri and Anderson, and nicely headed back to his keeper that time by Gardner. Noreasters trying to avoid dropping back-to-back home games. Again, stakes much different for these two teams here tonight, as Ocean City very much kind of in tune-up mode for the playoffs. Reading battling to get in. McLaughlin on the run down the right side, and here's a corner kick for his team. Haven't been a lot of corner kicks here tonight, but an opportunity for another set piece for Reading United here. As it looks like this will be Topolsky walking over to take it, taking his time.
Fans, the Ocean City Noreasters will be hosting week-long soccer camp here at Ocean City throughout the summer.
So Topolsky stands over. It looks like he'll try to send this one across with the right foot. Driven toward the back post. Still in the area. Bouncing, still in. And then finally cleared by Ocean City as Meredith sends it out. Player shaken up over there. Believe that's Cavalier. A little slow to get up. Now he's on his feet. That is indeed Cavalier. Again, still no changes for Reading here tonight. Ocean City has made 4 of them. Try and find an equalizer. Throw in for McLaughlin. Sends it deep. Headed back and out by Debbage. McLaughlin sets up a big one here. VJ clears it. Sends it up into the fog, which has actually gotten a little bit better. It was at its peak right at halftime. It's thinned out a little bit. BJ lost his footing there. Reading with possession again. One back by Ocean City. We're in the 66th minute. Reading United leads Ocean City 1-0. And the goal coming about 4 minutes before halftime off of a set piece. Well struck by Dominic Topolsky. And Reading has those 3 road points within sight. Still plenty of work to do, though. Here's Debbage. Anderson turns it nicely. Kitch, another nice turn, lays it off. Plenty of room in the midfield now for VJ. He goes out wide. Haufglockner. Again, that cross kind of in no man's land. Fay brings it down for Reading. Gordon on the ball. An opportunity maybe with some numbers forward here for Ocean City. Gordon to Anderson. Back to Gordon. Back to Anderson. Reading organized behind the play now defensively as Veltri brings it across. And now Noreasters have to move backwards. So for a moment or two there, Ocean City had a numbers advantage, couldn't find the right channels, and ultimately just loses possession. Kept in. Wretch goes to track it down for Ocean City. Wretch moving all the way forward here, plays it out wide, and just kind of got caught under the feet. I believe that's Haufglockner out there. Check it, it's VJ. Another throw-in coming for Reading on the far side of the field. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Tom's River Auto Group. Just a short drive up the parkway. Visit them online at tomsriverautogroup.com. So the first changes for Reading United getting set to take place. It will be Sam Nyenka and Robert Lyons. They'll come in together, presumably at the next stoppage. For now, Debbage, nice ball forward to Anderson. Not quite enough pace on it, though. Chested out by Reading. So Debbage over to take this one. Looks like he'll set up a long throw in. Coming in from the near side of the field here. Debbage gets some power behind that one, headed away. Anderson giving chase. Topolsky. And then ultimately knocked out by Meredith. So now those changes will take place. Again, number 11, Sam Nienka, and number 13, Robert Lyons, set to check in. And it looks like the night is done for Fay. And that is also done for Gardner. So Fay and Gardner out, Nienka and Lyons in.
Ocean City Noreasters soccer brought to you in part by Tom's River Auto Group. Tom's River Auto Group, the biggest name Volkswagen, Mitsubishi, Denali, and Vivid EV golf carts in the area. We make car buying easy.
Reading United comes up with it along the far touchline. Backwards to Brown. Pressure. Brown gets it away. An early touch there from Nienka. Now a through ball hitting the turf that time is Hershey. And the ball goes out for a corner kick. Past the 70-minute mark, so starting to get late here in Ocean City. A little less than 20 minutes to go, plus stoppage time. Be another corner kick opportunity for Reading United. This will be Topolsky over to take this one with the right foot. Topolsky with the only goal of the night so far. All right, so Topolsky, two hands in the air. Driven toward that back post, headed down, and then off of the mark. Looks like it was last touch. Let's see. Referee now says last touch by Reading. So dangerous opportunity for Reading that time. Shot never really got on frame, but close call for the Noreasters. As it stands, still a one-goal deficit. Anderson has some space right on the OC logo at midfield. Finds the feet of Kitch and then knocked away. Good defensive work that time by John McDade. Brown sends it up into that fog. Again, the fog has gotten a lot better since halftime and early moments of the second half. Ocean City back on the ball here. And now they find Debbage with plenty of space. Debbage has Veltri. Veltri looking for a through ball there to Anderson. Got by one player. Cleaned up on the back end. Flicked on. Meredith, some defending to do here. Turns around and plays Bonaire. Bonaire had to shed Nienka that time. Debbage gets it back to Latour Vitor. His pass is off the mark, though. Reading seeking its first win in the last 10 meetings between these teams. Meredith steps up to knock that one away. Veltri back to Meredith. Takes the space. Trying to go over the top. And well defended that time by Reading. Too far in front for VJ. Two more changes getting set to happen for the Noreasters here. It'll be Theo De Silva. And looks like Moses Scafaro getting set to check in. For now, we play on. Redding gets some numbers forward. That pass unable to connect. And it'll be a throw in here for Ocean City. So we should have these changes now. So again, it's Theo De Silva and Moses Cafiro. So now every available outfield player on the bench for Ocean City will be into the game. And night is done for Gordon. And we'll see who else is off. Looks like a player went off on the far side of the field. So stand by on that one as he comes around. We'll get you that change. So it looks like 2 players are walking around the field, and Gordon came off on the near side. So I'm not sure what Ocean City's down a man right now. Some confusion here. 2 players walked off on the far side of the field, and 1 came off this way. So it was 3 out, 2 on, and now Ocean City makes that correction. So back to full strength. For now, there's an opportunity for Hershey. Lays it off. Ball tailing toward the end line, kept in. Last touch by Meredith. So it looks like VJ was the other player to come off as he walks around the field. So VJ and Gordon off. De Silva and Cafaro in. Long throw in upcoming here for Redding. Whipped into the middle toward the near post. Flicked on toward the back post. Lyons wasn't far away, but not in exactly the right spot. Pressure still on. Knocked down and a goal. A goal for Redding. It comes off of the foot of Samuel Hershey as Bonaire made the initial save. And Hershey sends in the rebound. So we take another look here. Topolsky got it across. And after Bonaire pushed it away, Hershey was there to bury it. So 2-0 our score. So certainly a business trip down to the beach for Redding. Again, we talked about it off the top. These 2 teams in different positions. Ocean City already clinching a playoff spot this week. Reading United still fighting for one. And those 3 points certainly within reach now. 13 minutes to go plus stoppage time. And that ball goes under the foot of Cafiro. It's kind of been one of those nights for Ocean City. Fog picking up a little bit again. It's kind of lingering over the field here at Carey Stadium. Kitch tries to chest it to a teammate, never got there. Driven back to Brown. And Wretch was knocked down there before the ball even got there. So I'll draw a whistle. And nearing desperation time in this one for Ocean City. Again, Noreasters not a whole lot to play for here tonight. Obviously, you want some momentum heading into the playoffs. Ocean City will still have a chance to gain that momentum in the final home game of the season. Final regular season game period. That'll be Saturday, July 13th against Westchester United. Chance for Ocean City to get some revenge over Westchester.
Ocean City Noreasters soccer brought to you in part by Ocean City Carpets. Ocean City Carpets, proudly serving the Cape May County and surrounding areas since 1984.
Referee says, let's go. Bouncing ball. Headed back to Brown. Kitch was there, so Brown has to grab it right away. Trying to go over the top that time. Meredith heads it away for the moment. Topolsky played it out wide. Cross deflected back to the foot of Topolsky. Feltry knocked down from behind. He draws the whistle. 80 minutes gone by, 10 to go, plus stoppage time. Noreasters in a 2-0 hole here at home. Looking at potentially a second straight home defeat here. Losing against Westchester last time out at home. Ocean City did pick up a big 4-0 victory on the road against Philadelphia Lone Star on Wednesday. Kitch heads this one forward. Again, no one home on the back end. Fog had been clearing a little bit for a couple minutes. It's dense again, though, down on that field. And that time it was Haufglockner pushed off that ball. It was in as he was in the air from behind. That'll draw a whistle. Anderson plays it wide. Anderson now wearing the captain's band. Here's De Silva on the ball. Vitor. Anderson cleans that up. Cafaro. Reading packing it in a little bit here. Ocean City looking for a way through. Kitch taken down right at the edge of the box. This will be right in that neighborhood where Reading converted a free kick for a goal in the first half. Right outside that semicircle at the edge of the 18.
Ocean City Noreasters soccer brought to you in part by Metro Commercial. Metro Commercial
This will actually be about 3-4 yards beyond that. So called about 24 yards out or so. Rhett standing over the ball for Ocean City. Figure the Noreasters need this if they're going to try and salvage at least a point here tonight. Trying to get back in the game. Wretch drills it and buries it. Augustine Wretch with an absolute missile into the back of the net. And just like that, Ocean City is back in it. Take another look here. Augustine Wretch. An absolute laser shot. And back to a one-goal game. Ocean City fans with something to cheer about there. And all of a sudden, with 6.5 minutes to go plus stoppage time, that point is a possibility again for Ocean City. Again, it's all about playoff positioning right now. Chance to maybe finish the season strong, win that bid for the hosting of the first round, second round of the playoffs. The division's been clinched, but obviously Ocean City wants to get on a roll here to close out the regular season. Fighting to the end here tonight, trailing 2-0 moments ago. Wretch with his team leading 6th goal of the season for Ocean City. Chipped, far side, headed away for the moment. Cafiro back on the ball. Lays it off. This is De Silva. Cafiro. Deltry comes away with it. Ocean City with numbers forward here. 5.5 minutes to go. De Silva hustles over to collect that. Never got to Kitch. And now Hershey's on the ball, knocked down from behind. That's a smart play from Hershey, who, as it stands, has the game winner. Chance for Reading to kill a little bit of time here. So 3 late changes getting set to take place for Reading. It won't happen now, though. This free kick finally sent forward, fluttering toward the corner of the 18. Possession from Reading. Starting to get a little tough to see again down there. Cross sent in and then turned away. So it'll be a throw in again in that deep corner area for Reading with 4 minutes to go plus stoppage time. And we'll see if we have these changes now. And we will. So it'll be 3 players. It'll be Carlo Cavalar, Jalen Orr, and Amit Bogle checking in for Reading United. So those players become the 3rd, 4th, and 5th players off the bench tonight for Reading. And in terms of players coming off, Nardi, one of those players. Looks like McLaughlin's night is done as well.
Substitutions for Reading United into the game. Number 6, Carlo Cavalar. Number 7, Jalen Orr.
And a 3rd change will indeed be number 9, Hershey, who has the goal. All right, so a corner kick actually here. They play it short, trying to just kill some time in the corner. Goes out for another corner kick.
Fans YouTube is the league's official online video home offering live games and feature content. Subscribe for free to the USL League 2.
Under 3 to go plus stoppage time. This will be a throw-in, actually, not a corner kick, right next to the corner flag. Farrow flicks it away. And again, Ocean City having to play this game right now, trying to win possession in that corner as Reading looks to just shield the ball and stall out there. Ocean City doing some shielding now. Nicely done by Wretch as he draws the foul. So again, fog getting thick again on that far side of the field. A little easier to see now as the Noreasters switch to our side. Anderson. Cafiro on the run. Played a little bit behind him, and he wasn't able to turn on the brakes in time.
This evening's attendance is 650. Thank you for all supporting your Ocean City Noreasters.
Knocked out right at midfield. Throw in coming here for Ocean City. We've got under 2 to go plus stoppage time. Half Glockner plays it out wide. And now this is a turnover in the midfield here, but given right back. Half Glockner back on the ball. A lot of changes, but also a few tired legs out there as these teams just kind of take turns turning it over in the midfield. Now it's played down the far wing, ultimately won by the Noreasters. Back to Bonaire. Trying to direct some traffic here. De Silva has it. We've got 1 minute to go in the 90. Ocean City has to get forward, headed back the other way by Cavalar. Cafiro. Quickly restarted here. Played across. Half Glockner. Chips one into the box. Wretch, not far away. And he was offside, so it wouldn't have counted anyway. Brown came off his line to punch it away. Looking for that tall body of Augustine Wretch. Looking for another brace. Instead, he was offside. So with that whistle, we'll inch closer to that 90-minute mark. And again, looks like 4 minutes is the indication that we can see from up here. So expect about 4 minutes of stoppage time. Throw in for Ocean City. Can the Noreasters find a late equalizer here? Meredith has it. Ocean City has to get forward in a hurry. Looking for some channels through. Wretch again giving chase, bouncing, and just about 5 or 6 yards too far for him. So every time that ball goes out, as Wretch goes and retrieves it, chance for Reading to slow things down a little bit. We're about a minute in. Again, the indication that we saw was 4 minutes. So 3 to go. Half Glockner. Or giving chase to this one. Will he try to kill time or cut it across? He'll try to kill time. Flag stays down. Ocean City able to dig it out of the corner. Played back to Bonaire. And taken over in the midfield there by Orr. So just about halfway through stoppage time here is about 2 of the 4 gone by. This one's sent in, headed away. Ocean City back in possession here, at least momentarily. Taken right back by Reading. Bogle wins a throw-in for his team right near midfield. Got about a minute and a half to go unofficially. And that looks to be last touch by Reading. So Ocean City needs to get this thing forward. Wretch push from behind. It'll set up a free kick here for Ocean City. Some posturing here as to where this kick will be taken from. De Silva finally has it. And now Debbage comes over. They go quickly. Debbage has to get it forward. About a minute to go. Sends this one toward the left side. Offside flag stays down. And now that ball crosses the goal line. So a frustrating sequence there for Ocean City. And will that be it? 3.5 minutes going by of stoppage time. Brown obviously taking his time here for this goal kick. Referee says, let's go. Sent into the fog. Last touch by Ocean City, and that will do it. Reading United takes that 2-0 lead and then hangs on to pick up that crucial road victory in Ocean City here tonight. So back-to-back home losses for Ocean City with that road victory over Philadelphia Lone Star sandwiched in between. Goals tonight in the win for Reading. First half goal from Dominic Topolsky and the eventual game winner from Samuel Hershey in the second half. Ocean City's goal came late, a screamer off of the foot of Augustine Retch. But in the end, it's not enough. Ocean City falls to 9-2-0. Still, as we talked about, clinching that division championship last week. But the record now stands at 9-2-0. Reading United moves to 5-3-2 as Reading continues to try to push toward that second playoff spot in the USL League 2 Mid-Atlantic Division. Be back with us on Saturday night as we wrap up the regular season at home for the Noreasters. Ocean City will host Westchester United. That'll be another 7 o'clock start on Saturday, July 13th. That'll do it for us here, though, tonight. For our entire BFA Sports crew, our director, Jarek Garcia, Tyrell Dunn, and Charles Hope on the cameras, our spotter, Bodie Frankel in the booth. I'm Mike Frankel saying so long from Ocean City. Reading takes it 2-1.